Zubimendi to Arsenal. Here we go. That's what I've been hearing online, and I've been seeing the tweets and all of that type of stuff. You see me, I'm a bit more old school than that. Like, I'm not celebrating no signing until they hold up the Arsenal shirt. We saw this already with Liverpool last year when Ornstein said he dropped his bomber and he's got he's there, and they need to agree fees, and he's agreed personal terms and all this type of stuff, and everyone got all excited. I'm not listening to none of that. I'm a bit too old school for that. Like, everyone's like, I'm still irritated that we're at the Champions League, but I'll be real. I'm still thinking like that. Like, obviously the timing of it is a PR thing, isn't it? It's a spin, it's a PR thing. I'm like, if he does end up coming, it is a player that we need. Like, we need Zubimendi. We need a player that, like, he's a lot stronger than people think. I think people just think he's like a weak. He's a lot stronger and he's a lot more combative. Like, he can do the hustle and bustle as well, and he's tall as well. He's not short. He's like 5'11", 6 foot. He's that type. He's that tall. You know what I'm saying? It's the same height as Belabor. Belabor's 5'10" actually, so Belabor might be a bit shorter. Belabor just looks like he's bigger on the pitch, but Zubimendi he's not a short player, and he's not like a weak player. He's quite combative, and obviously we know his technical skills. That's the player I wanted, but in the six, that's exactly who I wanted. I wanted Zubimendi. That would be my first choice. Obviously, we need to address the midfield because we need Rice to just be free in the 8. Like, you're at 8 now, so just go and do your thing in the 8. And obviously, the 2 8 positions, I guess, are Rice and Marino. The 2 6 positions need to just be Zubimendi and Partey. I'm assuming. I'm saying it as if we've got Zubimendi because obviously I'm not sure. I'm not doing all that. And then we need to go and get some attackers. I'm not going to get into all the attackers and all that now. I'll stick to Zubimendi for now. We need to go and get some attackers, but it's a good start if we do end up signing him. So I like the fact that we're the window's not even open yet, and there's noise coming out. I like that. I know a lot of things are rumors and stuff like that, but I like the fact that there's noises. Like, it's time to buckle up, because another thing about it as well is, I was talking to someone this morning. As much as the Arsenal fan base are irritated that Arsenal haven't won a trophy, to football players that are looking at what projects to go and join, and if Arteta is looking, like, you're seeing a young manager that's competing at the highest level, his very first job, and he's a fiery character. You're thinking, yeah, he's got the passion. Arsenal have just been competing for the league for the last 3 years. Fine, cool, we haven't won it, but we've been competing for the league the last 3 years. Semi-final of the quarter-final last year, semi-final this year. So players, it's to the young team. You got some of the up and coming best players in the world, up and comers. So you're looking at the team, Sakas and Salibas and Rices, those type of players. So you're looking at the team and you're thinking, that's a team I would want to go to. It's one of the best projects in world football, whether we like it or not, whether people want to accept this or not, whether people feel like the team's a failure or Arsenal don't win trophies or they're the banter club, whatever your narrative is, to the facts are, this is one of the best projects in world football, especially for football players that are looking at it like, who should I go to? You're going to go to a team that's competing at the highest level. You know, you're not going to go and choose a team. Like, even though Man United have got a much bigger club, for example, or they're languishing in 15th and 16th and stuff like that. So you're going to look at Arsenal, and you're going to be like, yeah, like, that project looks like it's on a steady incline. Like, it looks like it's more of a family. It's not chaotic. It's just a family. We just need to win some silverware for the fan base. But apart from that, it's looking like it's quite smooth. It's like a smooth club. You know what I'm saying? If you're a player. So for Zubimendi, he's going to be looking at it like, yeah, that makes sense for me. Like, I'm going to be a guaranteed starter there. I don't have to start fighting for my position. I'm a youngster as well. I'm fairly young. Like, I'm already in the Spanish squad. I need to cement my spot in the Spanish squad. Obviously, it's him and Rodri. And this Arteta is also Spanish, obviously, so there's no issues with all of that type of stuff, Marino and all of this. So you just I go to that club. They're competing at the highest level. So yeah, let me go and join that club. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of like his qualities and what he brings everything that we need. Everything. He's a like when they say the perfect Arteta player, that he's not the perfect Arteta player. I think he's probably the perfect typical Spanish manager player. Like he's exactly what you need in the midfield. Like controls, dictates the game, controls the game. We all saw a glimpse of him, obviously, for England against Spain in the Euros. But then I started watching him completely to really get an idea from then like how good this guy is. And I was more impressed with how much of a battler he is. I like that side of him. Or, you know, like Rodri. Rodri's not a, you can't bully Rodri. I think Zubimendi is of that mold as well. He's not quite as he hasn't got quite got the stature of Rodri, but you can't bully him. He's not a guy that's just going to accept your bullying. He's on physicals. He's on physical business. You know what I'm saying? So I like that about him. Obviously, like I say, we know how good he is on the ball already. So I don't think he's better than Partey right now. I can't say yeah he's better than Partey. I think he's a young boy that's got similar qualities to Partey. If we keep Partey, then it's two seriously good members of the squad. If we lose Partey, it just feels like one in, one out. That's how it feels to me. So we need to keep Partey for it to be a really solid signing. But I like the fact that we're starting early, we're going ahead of time, and I like the fact that there's noise coming out of the club. But like I say, until the he's holding up the kit with Zubimendi at the back, I ain't seen it as we've signed him. Like all of these here we goes and bombers from all these guys. Listen, you only can hear what is, and you hear grumblings, and people might say this and people might say that. And how many times there's been situations where a player says something, they're going to end up going and then they change their mind last minute, or something scuppers the deal, or we should know this by now. You know what I'm saying? So until he comes, until he's holding up that shirt, I ain't getting no excited about no one. I'm still going to be in the thing of, because we need a striker before we need anything anyway. So I ain't getting into no excitement over this thing before anything. You get me? I ain't getting into nothing. I just know I'm just talking about it because obviously this is the latest news and this is what's going on. But in terms of has he signed for Arsenal? No. I'll let everyone else do all of that stuff. When you're over here, you're gonna hear exactly how I feel, and I feel like I can't celebrate it until he's holding up that Arsenal top. But yeah, man, if he does come, it's a solid signing. If we keep Partey, we have to keep Partey for it to be a super solid signing. If he doesn't come, then we're gonna have to. That's exactly who I wanted. If he doesn't come, we're gonna have to start looking around. I mean, there's no point me even saying that because I haven't even really thought about it apart from him. So you have to start looking at Belabor maybe and start going a different route. Maybe not so much of a controller in the middle, maybe more of a battler, and just try and have some stature in the middle. But yeah, Zubimendi is who I want. That's the player I wanted for a while as well. Before we were linked to him, because I know it was in January that we started getting this. Yeah, he's coming to Arsenal, but before that, that's who I wanted. I just didn't think we had a chance of getting him. So it would be a solid signing if we keep Partey. It would be a clever signing. It's not too expensive. It would be 50, 60 million. That's good money. Fairly young player, experienced, ready to go now. We need to start winning some trophies. It's time to win trophies. But these signings will maybe quieten down a little bit of the fan base that are getting a bit ruffled. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of them getting a bit irritable. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it, man. That's my thoughts on Zubimendi. I'm not doing those Zubi Dubi Doo songs. I'm not doing all that. You know my thing. I'm not gonna do all that type of stuff. Let's just see if he comes, and if he does come, we start. Then we get that in, and we keep Partey, because Partey re-signing is just as important to me. And then we attack the front line. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're my thoughts on it. So